Okay, so here we are. We got our tub washed down, scrubbed down. Look at that. I missed this pit here. Oh well. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm not 100% too worried about the complete finish. As I said, the better your prep is, the better your finish work's gonna be, right? So, and you can see, like I missed this one down here too. I'm starting to see some that I missed, but like I said, really what I'm trying to do with this tub is just to get it look better than what it did look. So this should be nice and good. So I got it all scrubbed down, washed down, rinsed out. It has to be nice and dry, all right, before we put this stuff on. So this is our stuff we're gonna go with. Oh, you know what I don't have? Oh, I do have it. I didn't think I had a screwdriver in here. Of course, because this is an enamel, it's kind of basically oil based, so you know, putting paper around, because you know what happens when you paint. No matter how careful you are, you'll always get that drip here or there. So now with this stuff, this is a two-part. So it says what we need to do is stir these separately, mix them up real good separately, and then we're going to pour part B into part A and mix it up, and then we're going to start applying it. You can use a brush or a sponge, or apparently you can spray it, but I'm going to be doing it by brush. I don't want to do any spraying in here for sure. So take and says you have to take and stir these up separately. Again, it looks like oh yeah, this stuff is real thin, so this doesn't really need to be stirred, I don't think. But we'll just give her a little bit of a mixture here. So, wow, that was a lot thinner than I thought it was gonna be. Whew. Definitely going to be getting stoned. I should have my half mask on for using this stuff, but kind of figured for mixing it might not be too bad. And I should also have a pair of gloves on, because you know you get this stuff on your hands or your fingers, and next thing you know it goes everywhere. Thank God there wasn't any on the bottom of that lid, because it would be on my floor right now. So I'll get this one open up, mixed up. Ooh. This one's going to be a little different thing. So I bought this stuff about, 2.5 years ago. This kind of shows you how long it's taken me to get around doing this. Part of the reason is that before I was working for the highway department, so I drove plow truck. So quite often, for about at least 8 months of the year, if not more, we did 12 to 14 hour days, 7 days a week. So I never really had much time to do anything. That's a pretty good mixture there. That mixed up, so okay, so we're going to go ahead and add part B. Of course, it's going to fill the can completely full, of course. So we get this mixed in there. Whew, yeah, they say use a well ventilated area. They're not lying. This stuff is, it's getting pretty strong in here now. So I'll get this mixed up. I didn't put my respirator on because one of the things is this stuff, once you mix it, you gotta let it sit for an hour before you use it. So alright, so we got this, I think, mixed up. I think it's mixed up pretty good now. So we're going to give her an hour, as it says. So what do I got here? 3:49. So 4:49 we'll be back to start putting this stuff down. The painter on. Alright, so we'll see you guys then. Alright, so it's basically been our hour almost. I get a couple more minutes. So I want to just come in here and show a couple things, because I'll have to wear my half mask for doing this. I won't be able to talk. Alright, so this is enamel. My opinion is no point using an expensive brush on this, because you pay more for the stuff to clean the brush than what the brush is worth. So I just use a cheap brush and I throw them out afterwards. You know, they're pretty fine. You know, just kind of give them a run through, a little bit of a pinch, make sure there's no strands that want to come out. Because we are not worried about the hair sticking out like this on this one, because I don't have an edge that I have to not worry about, that I don't want to touch, right? So otherwise what I do is I may pull those out and then cut them off with this pair of scissors. But like I said, for now I'm not going to worry about that. And then what they say to do, I've never used this stuff, it's my first time, so we'll see what happens. But they say what to do is to do a vertical stroke. It says 6-inch patches at a time, so you kind of go like this. It says don't go up and down like this. So we can do your vertical stroke like this, and then once you get your 6-inch patch done or whatever, then you can go horizontally once this way to help take the brush marks out. So now we're just about yeah, we are at start time here. So like you say, I'm going to put my half mask on and get started. So I'll just show a little bit of putting it on, and then I'll be you know, back for doing the second coat kind of thing. Alright. Kind of doing the one thing I said I wouldn't do. I just say you should have gloves on, because you get it on you, it goes all over the place. Alright, so we'll just give this a mixing up. Of course, again, I knocked my camera way out of whack, so I'm not sure whether I got it lined back up properly or not. Like I say, I've never used this stuff, so this is going to be a trial and error for me here. Big time. Uh-oh. Oops. Not so much for not stroking it on and on and on. Wow. This stuff is real runny. This stuff is super runny. Trying to do another thing. Whew. I'll carry on with this and be back in for some bit time for our second coat. See you guys then. Alright, so here we are. This is our first coat. Get that down on there. I'll put a little more light on it. Kind of see maybe a little better here. I bumped the camera a few times, so I probably knocked it out of whack where I had it. Hopefully it's not too bad for this video, but so anyways, that's our first coat. One thing I learned about it, you know, this stuff's really runny and you got to go real quick because it you know, and try and get it thinned out so you don't get runs. I got a few runs in places, but we'll see what happens, how it turns out with the second coat. Might have to do 3 coats, maybe 4, but we'll see. She's coming along, but I'm going to get out of here because the fumes are pretty nasty. So I'll be back when probably after I get the second coat on. Alright. Alright, so it's been 3 hours. So we're going to go ahead, I think, with our second coat. This is the last spot I painted, is back in here, so just going to touch it to make sure it's not sticky. It doesn't seem to be sticky anywhere. So it says if it's not sticky, you can give it a second coat. Otherwise, you have to wait till the next day. So the instructions say. So I'm going to stick one glove on for handling the stuff. Keep the other one free so that I can turn off the camera. So that's why I want the other free, and I'll put a glove on it. So with this, epoxy, oops, you on the, it's got about a 6-hour shelf life at 24 Celsius. But if you stick it in your freezer, which you can do, you'll get 15 hours life out of it. So I put it in the freezer for a couple hours. It says that you should take it out to let it warm up at least 1 hour before you're using it. So I left it in there for a couple hours because I'm pretty sure I'll probably do a third coat on this. Just judging by the way it looks right now, you know, doesn't look the best. And like, I'm surprised I hardly even gone through any of this stuff. Like you say, this stuff is thin. Like, wow, and it runs really easy. So it's gonna take a bit getting used to. I mean, I might even get 4 coats on it. Who knows? I don't step on the stir stick. I did last time, so hopefully this time I don't do it. Alright, so I'll get going. I'll flop the camera back on once I get the second coat back on, give you guys a peek at her, and then get this video up, and then I'll get another one up with the finishing, kind of the finishing touches of it. Alright, so until then, take care. We'll see you then. Alright, everyone, so I got that third coat on last night at midnight. So as you see, it's starting to look pretty good. Now all these bunch of kind of like pivots you can see in here. Looks like they show up pretty good with the camera. Apparently what they call those is a fisheye, and it's caused from contamination that the paint doesn't like to stick to. So what you can do is get, they say, put a couple drops of fisheye into the paint, and that's supposed to remove them, or help remove them. The other thing you can do, again, like I said, your prep work is a lot of how your finished product comes out. So you have stuff like here, I think actually right here, this spot in here, you can see I think there was I got a brush here there that I dug out. So you can actually take like 600 grit sandpaper and you can sand that out smooth. You know, wherever it's like that, and then you can put another coat back on again. But all in all, I think it's just turning out pretty good. You know, like I said, first time I ever used this stuff. I'm going to put another coat on it, and hopefully that'll get rid of kind of the blackness to it. Hopefully it'll make it all white, and that'll be the final coat. Oh, but we'll see what happens. Alright, so this is the tub with the fourth coat on it. I kind of screwed up in a few spots on it. You can see I got a little bit here, I got a little bit of running going on. Usually the stuff is pretty thin. But as you can see down in here, we got a bunch of these holes here. And this stuff is called fisheye. And they don't have the stuff in town that I need in order to fix that. So I'll have to get it from next time I go to the city, which who knows when that'll be. So kind of for now I'm going to put it on hold. I can put it back in 5 days. I'll be able to use it. You know, and then when I get the other stuff I need, I can go along 400 grit sandpaper. Can give the sanding down where I've got too much run, and some of the other spots where I screwed up. But all in all, so far, even though she's that way, you know, it looks a hell of a lot better than what it did. And I'll put some pictures up what she looked like before I started at the end of this. Alright, so we'll see everybody in the next video.